Hey guys, I'm back. I know it's been a while since I have uploaded a video. It's been since the Face Awards actually. But I've been really busy. I graduated and I had some other things going on, including not being able to film because of like room difficulties. I couldn't record because I didn't have enough space. But I'm back. I made a poll on Instagram and Twitter if people would be interested in an eyebrow video. With eyebrow video, I mean everything. Regular brows, color brows, drag brows, brow cover, because a lot of people ask me about my eyebrows. Believe me, they used to be really bad. But with a little practice and other YouTube videos, I tried to make mine pretty. I'm still trying, I'm still learning every day. I'm gonna start off with my regular eyebrows, or just my normal ones that match my hair color, which is horrible right now, by the way. I have to re-dye it. Then I'm gonna do a colored one. I'm just gonna do one color, but it works with every color. Then I'm gonna do a brow cover, and then I'm gonna do the drag eyebrow. So if you're interested in that, keep on watching. Okay, so I changed my setup a little bit. For my regular eyebrows, I always use 3 to 4 different products. So I first use a brow pencil. My favorite one is the Brow Wiz by Anastasia Beverly Hills, but mine is empty. She's died. And I can't afford a new one, so yeah. Instead, I'm gonna use the NYX Precision Brow Pencil. I lost the cap. I'm gonna use this one to draw the outlines on, and then I'm gonna use a brow pomade. I'm gonna use a NYX Cosmetics Tame and Frame one in the shade Brunette. And then to make a gradient effect, I'm using the Morphe 35OM palette. And then I'm using either a foundation or a concealer to curve them out, because mine are really messy at first. She's messy. So let's get started. So first I'm gonna comb through them, and I never start at the front. I always start like right here, and then I'm just kinda following the general shape like this. Then I'm going to use the pomade, and I'm using the Inglot 17 TL brush. So I'm just filling that in, and I always make sure the tail is dark and it gets lighter at the front, something like this. No, and then I'm gonna use my, she's broken, please don't judge me, my Morphe 35OM palette. I'm picking up the darkest shade, and I pick up a slightly lighter shade and I blend it out a little bit. Then I take another lighter shade and I go like this. And then I take the lightest shade, it's a really light cream color, dab it on like this, leaving the front empty. So for cleaning it up, I'm going to use my Crayola TV paint stick. It's a really high coverage foundation, and it just, I don't know, it looks nice. And I start at the front. And to really create that nice gradient effect, I drag it a little further so it looks like my skin color is also an eyeshadow, if that makes sense. Does it? No, it doesn't. Okay. And that's it. And the last step is to blend. So that was my natural look. I wear this on a daily basis, or at least when I go out or when I'm not too tired to do makeup. Yeah, let's go on to the colored brows now. Okay, so for the colored brows, it's basically the same process. but the base is different. Instead of an eyebrow pencil and a pomade, I use liquid lipsticks, and I top it off with eyeshadow and clean them up with foundation. I've decided I'm going to do purple brows today. I'm going to use two liquid lipsticks by NYX Cosmetics, these two, and they're called Sway and Amethyst. I'm placing the light purple shade at the front, but not entirely the front, just like right here. At the front, I just like pat a little. And then I'm grabbing my darker color. And I'm grabbing my Morphe 35 OM palette, which has dyed as well. And I'm dipping into the purple shade, starting at the tail. And working towards the front. And then I'm gonna do the same thing as before. I'm just gonna carve it out. And then I'm just gonna blend out the foundation again. And that is the finished product for the color brow. So now I'm going to take this off and then we'll continue with the brow cover. Brow cover, you're gonna need a glue stick. I'm using this cheap drugstore one, but you can use any glue stick. A lot of drag queens prefer purple ones or blue ones, I think. But we don't have those here, so I'm just gonna go with a regular one. And you will need a spoolie. So let's get started. I start off with rubbing the glue stick through my entire eyebrow in circles, so I cover every single hair. Like this. And I brush them upwards. And this is a really important step. You have to push them down with your finger, like applying a bit of pressure so it stays flat, because you don't want any hair sticking out. And then you're gonna wait until it's dry and apply another layer of glue. Okay, so now that it's dry, I'm gonna apply my next layer. For my next layer, I'm just gonna follow the directions of my hairs like this, and then wait until it's dry. While waiting, you can grab a makeup wipe and clean the edges. So after this has dried down, I'm going to apply my last layer. While the glue is still tacky, I'm going to press powder in it. I'm using baby powder because I'm a cheap queen. And you really have to press it down quite hard so the hairs stay down. If you have thicker eyebrows than me and they're not entirely flat yet, you can repeat this process a few more times, just like glue, wait, glue, wait. Don't use setting powder in between your layers. It won't look cute. Some people can make it look cute. I don't know how, because when I did it, it looked really crown until you're done. Now that this is dried down, I'm going to add my last layer. And I'm cleaning the edges with a makeup wipe. Then I'm grabbing my setting powder and a powder puff and I'm pushing that in there. Like this. Then I'm grabbing a brush and dusting off all the excess powder. And then it's gonna look something like this. I'm cleaning my brow cover again with a makeup wipe until it looks something like this. If you have really dark eyebrows, I suggest that you color correct, which you can do with an orange cream or an orange eyeshadow. When you do, if you color correct, you just have to grab an orange eyeshadow, for example, pat it on there, and powder it down again, so when you add your foundation it won't mix with your foundation. For foundation you have to use a pretty high coverage foundation. I prefer stick foundations, and my favorite one is the Crayola TV paint stick, which a lot of drag queens also use. I'm going to apply my foundation, and on my eyebrow I'm using upward motions so my brow cover doesn't move. I'm not gonna do my entire face, so this will do. And then I'm grabbing my beauty blender and I'm blending everything in. When that's done, you can grab your setting powder again, and then I'm gonna press that into my brow area. And this is the finished look. So you can still see your eyebrow through it a little bit, but if you're gonna put eyeliner and eyeshadows and stuff on top of that, it won't really be a problem. So now that this is done, I'm going to do my eyeliner and my eyeshadow, because I always do that before I do my eyebrows. And then I will be back. Okay, so I'm back. I did this really messy eye look. This is how I usually do my drag eye. I'm going to use the same products that I used in the first part of this video, which means brow pencil, pomade, Morphe 35OM palette, and foundation. So I'm just gonna draw a line here and then create the shape that I want. I'm going for quite thin brows, I guess. Something like this. Then I'm going in with my pomade and I'm filling that in just like I filled in my regular eyebrows. I'm starting with the darkest parts again, which is the tail. And then I'm grabbing a lighter color and making a nice color gradient. You have to be careful with your eyeshadow right here, so be gentle. And then, when that's done, I'm just going to grab my eyeshadow color again and blend a little more. And that's how I do my drag eyebrows. So that was it for this video. I hope you liked it, and if you have any questions you can always send me a message or comment down below. I really hope you guys like this. Don't forget to subscribe on my channel. You can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter. My name on there is Sadyke. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye! Stay queer, do drag, be happy.